we're going to write an equation given the information. So what I have right now are zeros or x-intercepts, but I need factors, which means I need to move this over there by adding 5. So x plus 5 would be a factor. By adding 2, so x plus 2 would be a factor. And by subtracting 1, so x minus 1 would be a factor. And it says a degree 3. Well, that's because there's 3 of them. So let's go ahead and write an equation so far. So what we have right now is f of x equals x plus 5, x plus 2, and x minus 1. But we need to figure out what number goes there to stretch this graph so it goes through the y-intercept. Here's how we do it. We're going to put any old variable in right there. Remember, this is a point on the graph, so x comma y. We also know f of x represents y, so let's plug in for every x and y, given this point right here. So y is 6. X is 0 plus 5, x is 0 plus 2, x is 0 minus 1. So what I have right now is 5 times 2 times negative 1. So I have 6 equals negative 10a. Divide both sides by negative 10. And a equals negative 3/5. So that's super important. Now, I have a fraction. That's totally okay. All this means right here is that I plug in for a. So my final answer is f of x equals negative 3/5 x plus 5, x plus 2, and x minus 1. I highly recommend putting this equation into your calculator, then pressing second graph to check to see if there's zeros at 5, negative 2, and 1, and check that your intercept is 0, 6. If that's the case, then your answer is correct. If for some reason it's not the case, then we need to go back and figure out where we made the mistake.